Hey everybody, it's Kristen. Welcome to practice. Probably wondering, why is she in the hot room with a flannel and a scarf? Well, Nabhi Kriya, Kundalini set. It's about Manipura chakra, concentrated core, and it's also really good for your digestive system, setting the digestive tract right, getting your core in shape, and also, I don't know if anyone is worried about beach bikini season, but this is a set that will get your core in rockin' shape. And when I did it for 40 days, it also really helped not only my core, but also glutes, thighs, hips region as well. Gonna do a little warm up though to it, and just to get the body moving a bit. And this whole set, except for the very last exercise, is done on the back body. And one thing that we realize about Kundalini yoga is that as you increase time. So I guess with this virtual yoga stuff, one benefit may be is if you do this set a lot, you can pause it and keep going for a little bit more. So you start with an accessible time with each movement, 1 to 3 minutes, and then you actually work yourself up to 11 minutes for any given part of the Kriya. So Kriya means energetic action. So this is the Kriya of energetic action around your navel center. So this is a navel center Kriya. All right. So coming to just your nice, comfortable seat, let's go ahead, close our eyes for a moment. Palms face down if you're feeling a little bit introverted, palms face up if you're feeling a little bit more extroverted. Go ahead and take the left ear to the left shoulder, reach the right fingertips down towards the mat. Engage your breath, inhale for at least 3 to 5 seconds. Exhale, drawing all the air out of the lungs and belly. Inhale, feel the right side of the neck stretch. Exhale, relax into your body even more. Right hand replaces to the right knee, right ear to right shoulder. Reach the left fingertips towards the floor. Long side neck stretch here. Remembering yoga, chitta, vritti, nirodha. One of the main purposes of yoga is to get you out of your mind. And if you would like any more little neck movements, maybe a full or a half circle each way, good for releasing any sleep or stress tensions. Shoulders back and down. You can roll them forward or back just a couple of times. Drape your fingertips over your knees, and then as you exhale, coil back. Inhale, warming up the spine. You can also do this in kneeling, right? Exhale, draw your way back. Inhale, draw your way forward. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Last one, drop back, hold chin to your chest. And just to keep with tradition, you can fast forward through this, but it also is very, very quick. Om Namo, Guru Dev Namo. As we bring the palms together, we honor the masculine and the feminine, the sun and the moon, the right and the left side of the brain. So Om Namo Guru Dev Namo is the Kundalini mantra for bringing in the divine wisdom of the masculine and the creative consciousness of the feminine. So if you would like to join me, go right ahead, but bring your hands to heart center. Go ahead, sounding this mantra 3 times. Exhale fully and completely all the air out of the lungs, and then inhale to chant. Om Namo settle, sink in. So another thing about Kundalini Yoga, just kind of like the 26 and 2, of course props are there, available and open to you, but it's the exploration of using your body and your body only, and working with your body and your body only within the set to complete it and get the natural openings without help. So the support is within the practice, it's within the breath, not within bolsters, blocks, blankets, and all of that. That being said, if you need something, obviously go ahead and use something. All right, so we're coming lying on to our back. As we come lying onto our back, I don't have as much power right now to go into a quicker breath of fire, but you're more than welcome to come into a quicker breath of fire at any time with movements that make sense. If I have the physical power to do it with my broken femur, then I will, but there are just some sides I won't be able to do it on. So we're going to start with one leg raises. For me, I need my hands underneath my sacrum for more support. You can also have your hands just down by your side. So long body on the floor, lifting up your hips if you need to. Hands come underneath you, and then your legs come long. So thinking about straight cervical spine, maybe lift up the chest, place the shoulder blades back down on your mat space. Once again, no reason to have the eyes open unless you'd like to have them open and concentrated on one point. So thinking about right leg and right leg only. Do not alternate your legs. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, right leg falls. Inhale, right leg rises, pointed toe. Exhale, right leg falls, flex the foot. Inhale, long, slow, deep breathing. Exhale, heel to the floor. Engage all the muscles in between the points of the pelvis, lower core, middle core, upper core, all of your leg muscles as you rise and lower the leg. Don't let your chin start to jet up towards the sky. If it feels better to flex the foot as you rise the leg, then go right ahead and then point the toe as you lower, right? These are things that we can't get caught up in. So we like to get caught up in the have-tos, the woulds, the shoulds, the wants, right? No, right here, right now, rising and lowering your right leg. Inhale to your exhale. If your breath is not available to you by either having too dry or too mucousy of nasal passages, you're concentrating on the right leg and the right leg movement up and down and up and down. So, right, opposites can exist. So in Kundalini Yoga, we want to notice our boundaries and our barriers and see if we can actually push them just a little bit. That being said, you're on your back, so Shavasana is always available to you. But see whether it's your mind that wants to give up or actually your body at the point when you want to give up. And see if you can keep moving beyond that point. If you want to move faster into a quicker breath of fire, inhale, in, X, in, X, in, X. Go right ahead with a faster leg movement. If not, just keep lowering and rising the leg. We have a little bit more time. Keep encouraging yourself instead of moving into negative self-talk. This is just temporary, right? You're not going to do anything forever. So just keep moving. Notice the creation of heat, where it sets in the body, right? Normally we do Kundalini in an unheated room. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. So allow yourself to relax. If your hands are underneath you, there's really no reason to bring them out to the sides. But if you need to, you can. Return just to the ingoing and the outgoing breath. Inhale, belly rises, chest fills. Exhale, lungs empty, belly falls. Couple more rounds. And engage the right leg, the one you just worked with, as if you were standing on it. So go ahead and flex the right foot. Begin left side. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, left leg falls. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, left leg falls. Point or flex the foot on the way up. Point or flex the foot opposite on the way down. Inhale to your exhale. You need to keep the foot flexed the whole time so you remember to engage your leg muscles. That's also another possibility, right? So we have more than one possibility, more than one outcome. Lots of times we can have a narrow mind where we only see the one outcome, the one way things can turn out. There's probably actually 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 ways that you can do something, right? For me, if you don't like how someone taught you how to bridle a horse, then go ahead and ask somebody else, right? If you don't like the way that somebody told you to change your tires, go and ask somebody else, right? There are many ways to solve the same problem. So, right, if you wanted to speed it up with me a little bit more, you can do that, right? Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So do you want to give up? Is that the mind or is that actually the body? Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is time for Kundalini interim Shavasana. So drawing the heels in, toes out, arms by your sides. Good time to remove any clothing if you need to. You're starting to feel that natural tapas. That's the Ayurvedic word for heat. So in Kundalini, we start to notice how we create our own heat. Agni, digestive fire. Navel center Kriya, helping reset the digestion, helping to really strengthen and slim the navel center, hips, thighs. Notice sensations. Notice the want to rush on to something. Notice the amount of laziness. Notice the amount of boredom, right? Being bored sometimes is a cue that we're really intelligent. All right, so since we're at a beginner time, a beginner set here, right, I'm just going to go for 20 rounds of this next one, and I'll begin by showing you the modification if straight-legged is too hard. So hands, palms down by your sides, or inhale, lift your hips up, and place your hands, palms down underneath your glutes. All right, so same thing, check in with your neck, cervical spine is straight, chin gently tucked. Legs once again extend out, nice and straight. So the full movement is inhale, legs rise, exhale, legs fall. If you need a modification, knees into the chest, legs rise up, exhale, lower it down. All right, so relaxing in, but also engaging in to this energetic action. Inhale, rise the legs. Exhale, lower the heels. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. All right, so that was 20. If you'd like to keep going for 10 more, keep going for 10 more. If not, begin to rest in Shavasana. So 7 more. 9 up, 9 down, 10 up, 10 all the way down to the floor. Heels in, toes out, arms release if you haven't already. Full bore Shavasana here, and then also breathe into your hips. Part of your body is like, oh, not okay, just breathe into it. Send love to that area. Tell it it's okay. It will all be okay. This is all temporary. Prana flows where the mind goes. All right, we're going to do 3 sets of this next one. So this is the third part of Pawanmuktasana, as some of you know it. So knees draw in to your heart space. Some of you are going to lift up and hug opposite elbows. Some of it's going to be forearms. Some of it grab your wrist. Some of us are just going to interlace the fingers. I'm going to choose a finger interlace right now because I'm working with getting my kneeling back. And I really do like to keep a long and straight spine on the mat space. So let's warm this up. As you inhale, draw your nose to knees. If I didn't already say, no crossing of the ankles, no crossing of the ankles. Shins are parallel, ankles may feel like they're touching, or maybe the balls of the feet. Either way, legs, lower legs in one line. All right, so a couple more breaths. Inhale, rise nose to knee, lift. Exhale, lower your way down to the mat space. Inhale, nose to your knee. Exhale, lower down to listen. So you can stay here working on your digestion with long, slow, deep breathing, or we're actually going to rise the nose to the knee, and then you're going to start to pulse breath of fire. Remember, breath of fire is a forceful inhale and exhale. So, slow breath of fire, quick. So we're aiming for 50 to 60 rounds of your breath of fire. So thinking about, you can stay here, right? Long, slow, deep breathing, working on getting the spinal cord to the mat space. Or now everybody lift your nose to your knee. Exhale all the breath out. And then inhale, pulse, breath of fire. All right, immediate let go into your Shavasana, legs long, one followed after the other. Arms by your sides. If you need a little bit of neck clearing, then draw the left ear to the mat space. Inhale up and through center, and then draw your right ear to your mat space. Maybe just roll on the back of the head a couple of rounds. Deal with tensions, right? So I have a really sore right side of the neck because I slept wrong, right? I need some sort of new pillows or something. So you can either choose to coddle those problems and just move away from it, or see if the prana and the stretching of yoga can actually help you start to move out the kinks in the body. Second set, knees draw in. And coming back to ankles, shins, feet, side by side, interlace fingers, maybe grabbing your wrists, forearms, or elbows, up to you. Warm up 3 rounds. Inhale, nose to your knee. Exhale, lower your way down. Inhale, nose to your knee, engage your core. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, rise up, 3, exhale, lowering down for your decision, staying here, long, slow, deep breathing. Or on your next inhale, draw your nose towards your knee and begin to pulse, breath of fire. Exhale, lower it down. One leg extends its way out to Shavasana, interim Shavasana, followed by the other. Arms by your sides. This time, if you'd like another little neck out, neck stretch, right? Fingers interlace behind you, elbows are wide. Arms hug the head, just lift the neck and the head off of the mat space. Maybe move it a little bit from side to side. You can always do a little circle here, right, to massage out the back of your heart space. And lower down for a few breaths in your Shavasana. You can always check in. What's my checkout rate? How dedicated am I to this practice? Remember, anything we dedicate to, we're never lost. Dedicating to your partner, dedicating to your garden, dedicating to getting your car fixed, right? So if there's a lack of dedication, then that means that there's usually stress or strain on relationship, on your flowers, on maybe mechanics of something. All right, third round, so drawing your knees in. As you draw your knees in, get your interlace. You might be a little bit deeper now. I'm able to do my wrist. So third round, up to you, whether it's long, slow, deep breathing or breath of fire. Our 3 warm-ups. Inhale, nose to knee. Exhale, touch the back of the head. Inhale, nose to knee. Exhale, touch the back of the head. Inhale, nose to knee. Exhale, make your decision. Stay, hold, long, slow, deep breathing. Or third round, nose to knee, breath of fire. Exhale, head comes down to the floor. One leg extends out, other leg extends out. Interim Shavasana, heels in, toes out, arms by your sides. Quickly come to your Shavasanas. Notice the areas of heat and coolness on the body. Immediate relaxation, soft eyes or fully closed. Track your inhale to your exhale. All right, this is one from the magnetic field of the heart center, right? So whenever you target a center, navel center, you're also really targeting the chakras and the centers above and below. So sacral center and heart center. This one, we can't really move into breath of fire, so you're really tracking your breath along slow, deep breathing. So take a half head turn if you're not already looking at me, right? This one is really important. So think about drawing your knees in, and then your legs are directly over your hips. You point the toes. You draw your feet down. So my back already wants to lift, right? So as soon as your back wants to lift, you kind of check it back down, pull your core muscles in. And I'm like at a 10-degree angle from my hips, right? So that's about it. But don't let the spine come up just so you get a greater angle. And this is a core set. It'll all open up over time. And then you draw your arms out like a T from the shoulders. Inhale, from that angle, hug in. My nose would be to my knees here. And remember, each movement builds on the rest. Point back out to that place, arms wide. Inhale, draw it in. Gonna do this 1 to 20, right? And then I'll offer, like I did that second movement, 10 more rounds, or you can come to that earlier Shavasana. This is number 4. Start to rest in Shavasana, or 10 more. Hug it in, legs extend out one after the other, and then find your interim Shavasana. All right, folks, so now moving on. So right knee draws its way in. I'll let you decide whether you'd like the thigh to compress the right side of the belly or whether you'd like to draw it out to that right shoulder. Please go ahead and clear your ankles, roll through those ankles. Inhale, draw your nose to your right knee. Exhale, tuck your chin as you lower it back down. So this is one you can start to move quicker, and I'll cue that. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do it with you, but we're going to go for about 2 or 3 minutes or so. So relax shoulders. Notice tensions in the body before you start. Notice how your core is starting to feel all the work that you've done. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, left leg falls. So moving Pawanmuktasana. Inhale to your exhale. This one you might feel like you have more control to go just a little bit quicker. So if you have that natural freedom or float through the leg, go right ahead. Just try not to hit. It's okay to tap your heel, right? But try not to go so fast that you lose control and you're hitting the back of the heel on the mat space. So it's your responsibility and your responsibility always to make sure that you don't come into a point of pain or hurt in your practice. It's not the yoga, it's not the teacher who hurts you, it's yourself not paying attention to your barriers of first resistance and what is going on and pushing yourself beyond those boundaries. Yoga is about learning your boundaries. Power center, navel center, learning your boundaries, your barriers, if you don't like the word boundaries. Inhale to your exhale. If a faster pace is too much, notice your rushing, notice your lack of control, and slow it down. It'll naturally speed up over time. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left heel finds the floor. Let go of your right leg. I have to do that possibly with a little bit more care than you do because I'm dealing with new screws in my hip and in my knee. So right leg engages straight, right, as if you're standing on it. Keep the foot flexed. And then draw that left knee in. You can pull it straight down towards the left side of the chest as long as you're not compressing the rib cage too much, or you can let it fall open to the side and draw the left knee more towards that left shoulder. I'll leave that up to you. If you draw it straight in, make sure you clear the belly and then draw the thigh straight in towards the ribs. Chin is tucked and the neck is long. So this side I can't move any faster. I'll just cue that. If you need to clear the ankles, go ahead and roll through the ankles just a little bit. As you inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, right leg falls. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, right leg falls. Go ahead and pick up the pace if you haven't already, or if that's what you desire, right? We all have our different desires, preferences. Desire is not a bad word, right? It's just uncontrolled desire where we might get into a little bit of trouble. Start to slow it down if you sped up, remembering sometimes the slower you go, the more you feel. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Heel comes to the floor. Left leg follows to the floor. Breathe in that care to your hip space, where the prana goes, where the prana flows, where the mind goes. Interim Shavasana, trace your breath. Eyes are only slightly open or completely closed. Alright, and draw your knees into your chest. So this was one of my favorite things to do before my accident, was rock and roll all the way up to standing. So if that's in your practice, go right ahead, and I'm almost positive with this vantage point, I forgot I'd be standing at the end of this practice, so I'm going to be cut off, but you'll understand what I'm doing. So ankles are crossed. You can grab behind your knees or in front. Please do yourself a favor and try to rock and roll at least 3 to 5 times. And then we're going to meditate either in standing or seated. So after your 3rd or your 5th round, whatever you chose to do, you'll come to standing, Tadasana, broad chest, arms by your sides, or your seat here just for a moment. Inhale and exhale. Mantra as I practice yoga, I am taking time for self-care. Notice disconnection, connection, array, disarray, on point, off point, positive, negative. Can we come to contentment, union, and balance? Can we be and have the feeling of success and being successful when we leave our practice, when we leave our mat space? All right, so if you're not already standing, go ahead and come to standing. And cool. All right, so I'm just going to stand off of my mat space a little bit further back. You might also be able to see me in the mirror back there. But you're going to cross your thumbs and you're going to bring your arms up and overhead. Legs are fully together. So as your legs are fully together, I guess I'm doing it this way, you'll start a little bit of a back bend as you exhale. Palms try to touch the tops of the feet. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, palms touch. Once again, we'll go for 20, and then I'll give you an optional last 10. Inhale, exhale, 3. And then this is what leads to, if you have me as a teacher, a lot of times when I say the stretching of the core is just as important as all of the sit-ups and the crunching, right? So this leads, we've done all the compression, sacred compression and crunching, and what's the last movement? It's the full stretch of the core, all of those muscles, so they don't stay in that reality of, oh, getting compressed all the time, oh, I'm doing this, right? So this is bringing the light energy back to the core and all the places that you've worked, the hips, the heart. Do the best you can to stay balanced on your feet. Something you can move faster. My femur's not agreeing with that today. And 2. Inhale, 1. Exhale, 1. Come standing Tadasana if you want to be done. Or we have 10 more rounds. Exhale, forward fold. You can go deep and grabbing behind those heels if you wish, or heel toe the feet out a little bit. Bend through your knees. Right, and allow the belly to touch the thighs, head to relax. Roll all the way back up to stand. Forgiving knees, right, shoulders back and down. Ground through your feet. And then come lying down in your final Shavasana. If you need to cover up, if you're not in a heated room, go ahead and use a blanket at this time if you feel like you need it. And completely comfortable from head to toe. All the work is done up into this point, right? So lowering your way down. Arms by your sides. Make any and all adjustments at this time to be completely comfortable. Jaws relaxed, eyes are closed, and they drop into the space behind them. Pose of no control, of death really, right? So corpse pose. Every time we practice yoga, we go to that place of complete rest disengagement to become more energetic and alive as we rise. You're in the comfort of your own home, so if you want to and need to, then go ahead and stay longer in Shavasana. And if you'd like to come out with me, then allow yourself to start to engage the breath deeper. As you engage the breath deeper, begin to make small movements of the fingers and toes, your wrists and your ankles. And on your inhale, stretch your arms up and overhead. Maybe engage the legs together and point your toes. Point, 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 point. And then drawing your gaze into the body. All right, so you can roll over to one side. It's that right side for energy, left side for harmony. Or if you would like to, for balance, cross the ankles and roll forward and back again on the spine for a few rounds. So if a mantra is a little bit disturbing or revolting to you for any reason, you can just allow yourself to close your practice and turn off the recording now. If now we're going to come to 3 Satnams. We end with Satnam in Kundalini Yoga, true self, getting closer and closer to the truth, letting go of all of that stuff that is actually not really ours, the ways that we may act out and everything, but just getting truer and truer to our core, which we have worked today. So thinking about, you can either just listen, participate, or go ahead and click off now if you wish. It'll kind of be the same thing. It'll be a long set, arms overhead, a shorter nam as we draw the hands to the heart just for 3 rounds. So bringing the thumbs to the sternum, shoulders back and down, and deep exhale. Inhale. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Let that settle in, fill, and surround you. I hope you have a wonderful day, night. Be good to yourself. Eat some good food. Take care of your body. Drink some tea. Take a bath. And I'll see you later. Bye.